Good morning, students. Let's see the continuity of D block elements. So D block elements, in that already we discussed about what is alloy and ferrous alloys. Okay. And now today alloys part 2. Okay. So most here we are discussing about non-ferrous alloys except iron. Okay, so very important. For JEE, NEET and AMSET. Okay. Right here, serial number 1, alloys, composition, use of alloy, uses. Okay. Right, in that first one is brass. So very important. Alright, brass. This brass consists 60 to 80% of copper, 40 to 20% zinc. What is the composition of brass? Brass is the combination of copper and zinc. Now what is the composition? That means how much percent they are present in brass? Copper 60 to 8%, zinc 40 to 20%. Suppose copper 80%, zinc is 20%, total 100. Okay, 60 plus, suppose copper is 60% and zinc is 40%. Okay, that is the composition. Now what is the use of this brass? Okay, this brass use is and prepare condensers, Condenser is a device which can cool the high temperature to low temperature. Condensers, remember this, condensers. And machinery parts, machines we can prepare. Cartridge cases. Cartridges means here, bullet. Bullet. So bullet cells, like chambers or weapons, missiles. Suppose this is the bullet. This device can be prepared by cartridges cases we call, that is prepared by brass here. Okay, remember this. So this composition is very important. And next one is bronze. It consists 75 to 90% of copper and 25% to 10% sternum SN. Okay, bronze. So why we should use this? And purpose of machines, utensils means household devices. Okay, what are we use in our houses? So the such kind of materials we can prepare by using this bronze also, and we can prepare coins and statues, coins and statues. Okay, and next one is German silver. This German silver consists 50 to 60% of copper, 10 to 30% of nickel, 20-30% of zinc. German silver. So by using this we can prepare utensils, materials, spoons and forks and ornaments and electrical resistance devices also we can prepare by using German silvers. Okay, so very important. And the next one, and fourth one, gunmetal. Gunmetal means it consists 95% of aluminium, 4% copper, 0.5% magnesium, 0.5% manganese. Okay, the use of gunmetal is the preparation of guns and bearings. These are the two uses, so very important. Okay, and the next one is bell metals. What is meant by bell metal? Okay, so just wait. It is 88% of copper, 2% zinc, 10% sternum SN. This is the composition. And bell metal is 80% copper, 20% sternum. Okay, so bell metal is used for the preparation of bells. Okay, and the sixth one is rolled gold. So this consists, rolled gold consists 95% of copper and 5% of aluminium. This is called rolled gold composition, and we can prepare artificial jewelry by using rolled gold, you know very well. Okay. And the seventh one is, that is very important for JEE NEET. Okay. That is duralumin. In that 95% of aluminium and 4% of copper and 0.5% of magnesium and 0.5% of manganese. Why we can use this? For the preparation of aircrafts. Aircrafts, very important one, duralumin. Okay. So this is very important. Uses also. Should remember uses also. And next important, magnalumin, which consists 85% to 99% of aluminium, 1 to 15% of copper, magnalumin, magnesium is there. So I have to write magnesium. This is the composition. Okay. So by using this we can prepare balance beam and aircraft parts and spare parts of machines. Okay. In automobile industry, spare parts you can prepare. Magnalumin, very important. And next one is aluminium bronze. That is 88 to 90% of copper. Okay. 10 to 12% of aluminium. 10 to 12% of aluminium. By using these we can prepare ornaments and also we can prepare photo frames. Remember this. And the next one is wood metal. Okay. Wood metal, it consists 50% of bismuth, okay, 25% of plumbum Pb and 12.5% of cadmium Cd. Okay. So we can prepare by using these automatic fire alarms and sprinkler systems we can use. Sprinklers, water sprinklers. Remember this. Wood metal, this is. Okay. And the next one is type metal, type alloy, this type alloy consists 60 to 80% of lead, 13 to 30% of stibbium, 3 to 8% of, and 3 to 10% sternum we have. We can use this soft to derive casting we can prepare. Soft to derive casting we can prepare liquids converted as solids. In that case, the devices are called as soft to derive castings. And next one is solder metal alloy, important one. Okay, in that it consists 50% of sternum, okay, 47.5% of lead and 2.5% of sternum. SB stibbium, SB means stibbium. Okay, solder metals can be used for electrical appliances, that means electrical devices which we can use in our homes. And the next one is Constantan alloy. It consists copper 60% and nickel is 40%. We can prepare by using these electrical resistances. Okay. And the next one is phosphorus bronze. Phosphorus bronze. This consists nickel 67%, copper 30%, and phosphorus 3% nearly. Okay, phosphorus bronze. We can use this for preparing gears, aerials, and the most important, propellers, which is used in aeroplanes and rockets. Propellers. Okay, so this is called propellers, very important. Phosphorus bronze consists nickel 67%, copper 30% and lead 3%. Okay. Just a minute. Phosphorus branch. The next one is, this is ferrous alloy. Ferrous alloy, that is Monel alloy. Okay, Monel alloy we call it is. In this it consists nickel 67%, copper 30%, and stannum 3%. Okay, Monel alloy. So use of this one is chemical plants, and automobile engine parts we can prepare. And now write phosphorus branch. Now in this, phosphorus is 2%, and copper is 85%, and stannum is 30%. So this is correct, this one. Phosphorus bronze is copper 85%, stannum 13%, 98, phosphorus 2%. Okay. So this, by using this we can prepare gears and propellers. Write these two. Or areas, okay, areas, gears and propellers we can prepare this. And chemical plants means, laboratory. For the chemical synthesis we have the devices like reactors. In that purpose we have to use this monalloy, which is, sorry for this is iron. Correct this one, iron 3% iron. So why it is ferrous alloy? This is only ferrous alloy. Why? Because it consists iron here. Okay, nickel, copper, iron. But phosphorus bronze is there. In that stannum 13, copper 85%, phosphorus 2%. Phosphorus. This is non-ferrous alloy. Okay, very important, students. This one you have to remember the composition: gunmetal, bell metal, and duralumin and magnolimine. Very important. And brass, German silver, and bronze. That also very important. Okay, so write the notes properly. This is about concept of alloys and some examples. So many times asked in competitive exams like JEE, NEET and MSET, expecting 1 bit in this composition. And thank you very much. Have a nice day.